Shalom, Shalom Israel. This is Craig with WONI Radio at OneNationIsrael.com. I just want to say Todah. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening to WONI Radio. And thank you for your support. Well, guess what? We have done it. We have upgraded our server and our audio stream, and now we are better than ever. But I'll tell you more about that later. But first, I just have to tell you this. I have to give you an update of our listener report. Okay, are you ready for this? Now, check this out. From July 1st to August 1st, 2019. Now, watch this. For the month, we've had over 7,000 listeners. That's 7,000 listeners all over the world. Over 7,000. And guess what? Here's a list of all the countries that have been listening, okay? Now, the bulk of the listeners are from the U.S. right now. But let me run these numbers down to you, okay? In the U.S., we've had 7,287 listeners. That's number one. That means from the West Coast to the East Coast, from Alaska to Hawaii, we've had 7,287 listeners. Now, check this out. In Switzerland, we've had 272 listeners. In Switzerland, up in the Alps, where it's cold, we've had over 272 listeners. United Kingdom, that's Great Britain, we've had 93 listeners. In Kenya, Africa, wow, Kenya, we've had 52 listeners. In the Netherlands, that's also Europe, we've had 45 listeners. In Canada, that's right above us, Canada, we've had 32 listeners. In Jamaica, we've had 22 listeners in Jamaica. In Ireland, we've had 22 listeners. In Guyana, that's on the west coast of Africa, Guyana, we've had 18 listeners. In Jordan, now check that out. Jordan is on the east side of the Jordan River. We've had 11 listeners. Fred and the Genius is from Jordan. You know that. So maybe he's up there listening to us too. Wouldn't that be great? In Egypt, we've had 5 listeners. In Puerto Rico, we've had 9 listeners. Argentina, 4 listeners. South Africa, 2 listeners. Poland, 2 listeners. Namibia. Now, Namibia is on the southwest coast of Africa. We've had 2 listeners there. And in Mexico, we've had 5 listeners. Now, here's what really blows my mind, okay? Since January 1 to August 1st, we've had over 23,000 listeners. 23,000 listeners. Now, that may not be a lot to you, but I praise Yah. I praise Yah for everybody listening to WONI Radio around the world. And you know what? We are in 74 countries. There's more listeners, but those numbers are so low, but I'm not going to read them. But praise Yah. That is great. Now, I want to tell you one of the amazing features that's now available through WONI Radio. And it's available either on the website, but mainly it's available on the WONI app, especially on Android. Here's what's available. We now have WONI shout-outs. Now, let me tell you what a WONI shout-out is, okay? WONI listeners can leave a 30-second message from the WONI Radio Android app or from the WONI Radio website at OneNationIsrael.com. And it's real easy to do. Now, right now, it's not available on the iPhone app, and hopefully soon it will be. All you need to do, pick up your cell phone. Click on the WONI Radio app, and when the player comes up, in the upper left-hand corner, you'll have those 4 bars. That's the menu bar. Click on the menu bar and go to the listings, and on the top of the list, maybe the second or third one, you'll see WONI Radio shout-out apps. If you click on that button, you can leave a 30-second message. Now, here's what I want you to do. Wednesday, August 14th, is WONI Radio Shout-Out Day. And this is what I want you to do. Between now and Tuesday, which is the 13th, I want you to leave a WONI shout-out. I want you to leave your name, the state or country that you're from, and just give us a message of what you like about WONI Radio. If you like WONI Radio, and I think you do, and I'd appreciate that, but just tell us. Tell us about what you like about WONI Radio, okay? So, again, Wednesday, August 14th, I'm going to play all the shout-outs that I've retrieved from right now until Tuesday, August 13th. Now, the closing time of leaving a shout-out is 9 o'clock p.m. The reason it's 9 o'clock p.m. because I regenerate our servers at 1 o'clock a.m. So I need enough time to download all the WONI Radio shout-outs and put them in the playlist, okay? So again, Wednesday, August 14th is WONI Shout-Out Day, and I need you to send me a shout-out between now and Tuesday, August 13th by 9 o'clock p.m. Hey, listen, I really appreciate everyone who listens to WONI Radio. You know, I really appreciate you, the WONI listener. It's such a blessing to know that you're listening. The reason WONI Radio exists is for you, so that you can have a musical environment where you can praise Yah and bless Yah and let all the WONI Radio listeners, all the music across the world lift up a praise to the Most High. That is the goal of WONI Radio, lifting up a praise to the Most High. Scripture says, make a joyful noise unto Yah, all the earth. All the earth. So join all of us in lifting up the name of the Most High, lifting up the name of Yahuwah, lifting up the name of Yahshua. Okay? So thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week for another WONI Radio update. Shalom, everybody.